No way? An I4 upload that isn't 5 months apart? Oh, I guess that counts. Psych! World record, let's go, baby! Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, I have been working on some projects at the moment. I just haven't really completed one of them yet. So, consider this to be a filler almost, I guess. I'm also planning to have another video of this series go up at most a week away from the time this video is released. So if this video is a week old, what do you think of my latest video? Now, you may be thinking, what regional form or fake mon am I going to make today? Well, let's just dive into the video. Oh yeah, and as per usual, thanks to Good For You for making the shinies of these fake mon. Originally, I wanted to create a regional Honedge line. However, that was already done by Good For You. I thought that with it being based on a sword and shield, I could change the design to fit another weapon of choice. This was pretty difficult though, with my choice of a weapon being a boomerang. If you don't know, boomerangs are curved flat pieces of wood that can be thrown to return to the thrower. They were used as a hunting weapon often by the indigenous people of Australia, and I'm definitely not copying this off Google. Hey, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? The problem with making a boomerang based Honedge is that I would have to double them for double aid, which is all the more difficult. I ended up keeping the design you see here, however I decided to change its name to something more fitting. Centorang, the boomerang Pokemon. Centorang enjoy being thrown around by trainers to weaken their opponents. They are known for their loyalty, as they return to their trainer so quickly. The hook on their ends are typically used to find items, or to hook onto other Pokemon. Now we move on to the second stage. This was where I encountered the double aid problem I explained before. And while I was chatting to Good For You, he suggested that I made the line completely separate, which I think was a great idea, and it allowed me to explore my concept further, which revolves around a boomerang losing more and more of its shell. This one is ultimately my favourite of the three, as it's a perfect balance between... I won't spoil it. Boomerang, the fractured Pokemon. After losing many chunks of its shell, Centorang reveals its psychic power by evolving. It can be observed to absorb small pieces of wood to regenerate some parts of its shell, but typically to no avail. Okay, my main concept for the final stage was to be a figuratively and literally insane creature. I attempted to make it look as menacing as possible, as I imagine it being full of hatred and rage for the loss of its shell. Although conveying so much, I think this doesn't really have that much detail, which I would probably redo if I ever redraw this line. This Pokemon, in my imagination, would probably be some sort of Pokemon that's used as the ace of an evil team leader or something. Fantorang, the lost Pokemon. After losing almost all of its shell, Spearorang evolves and becomes a Fantorang, violent to anyone that isn't its trainer. It floats around the region, attempting to recover its lost pieces to become a Spearorang again, but as we all know, it never does. Well, that's the end of this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and let me know which form is best. I also want to remind you all to spam ping me on the Good For You Discord server if I somehow don't release the next video in a week. But otherwise, see ya!